Norfolk Police are investigating the disappearance of Gaynor Lord in Norwich. The case bears an uncanny resemblance to the case of Nicola Bulley. Here's the latest. Hello, yeah, wrong'un. There's just been a very odd press conference by Norfolk Police in Norwich around the investigation into the missing Gaynor Lord. I say odd because there was no live reporting by either the BBC or Sky News, and the press conference was held by a chief superintendent who obviously would have been media trained in the park where they believe Gaynor Lord was last seen. Now I'm going to read some of this to directly quote the chief superintendent, and you can form your own opinions on what is going on. And there will be a further video with timeline and background and information. And if you are in the area or were in the area at the time of Gaynor Lord's disappearance, Norfolk Police, contact them on 101 and then quote incident reference number 427 of the 8th of December. If you just call them and say you have new information, if you do have information, then quote incident reference number 427 of the 8th of the 12th. Now, let's get to this press conference. Chief Superintendent Dave Buckley was first asked for an update on the investigation so far, and he said the focus is still very much on the river. The Chief Superintendent said the working hypothesis remains that Gaynor Lord is in the river, but they are exploring other lines of inquiry also. Norfolk Police have also released new CCTV from approximately 4 p.m. on the day that Gaynor disappeared. It shows Gaynor walking up St Augustine's Street in Norwich. But bizarrely, there is someone walking behind her, not close to her, but far enough behind to be caught on CCTV as Gaynor walks through the camera with a very distinctive limp. A very, very distinctive limp. So either that person will know who they are and or someone will know who that person is. And as I say, if you have any new information that will help police and their inquiries, call Norfolk Police on 101, quoting incident reference number 427 of the 8th of the 12th. Now, Chief Superintendent Buckley said specialist teams from Lincolnshire are helping with the search and that sonar equipment is being put across the river. He said that this, and I quote, quite detailed approach allows divers to target where they think there might be objects. Chief Superintendent Buckley said it's very challenging. The river is full of water due to all the recent rain. Underwater searches have been continuing today in Wensum Park in Norwich as the search for missing Gaynor Lord enters its 7th day. Searches have been conducted both under and above the water, police have said. According to Chief Superintendent Buckley, we have been speaking to the dive team on site and visibility in the River Wensum is between 0 and 1 foot underwater with temperatures as low as 4 degrees Celsius. And Chief Superintendent Buckley continued, as soon as you reach 1 foot in front of you, visibility goes, and then there's the obvious leaves, branches, debris, and the flow of the river to contend with, which is the biggest problem because there's been so much rainfall. Chief Superintendent Buckley also said divers were swimming against the flow of the river, making it more difficult. When asked what makes him so convinced that Gaynor Lord is in the water, Chief Superintendent Buckley replied, everything we know is pointing to a high probability that Gaynor went into the water. He said that the conclusion comes from CCTV and the very limited witnesses they have got available, along with details about her behaviour in the lead up to her disappearance. Chief Superintendent Buckley is asked about the CCTV footage of Gaynor leaving work, looking like she's smiling before you see her in a bit of a hurry. So what is the CCTV telling you, Chief Superintendent Buckley? And he replied, at the moment it's telling us she left work and made her way out to the river. Nobody saw her go into the river, but we know she ended up in the park. At the moment, There is nothing else the CCTV is showing us about who she may have spoken to or any interaction she may have had. It is literally the journey you see so far that we have put out. Chief Superintendent Buckley further said, the CCTV released has not yielded any lines of inquiry that the police are following. Chief Superintendent Buckley is asked why the police were searching scrubland across the road from Wensum Park, and he said, we're just being really, really thorough. Each day we look at what we have undertaken, and there are certain areas we would research again. We just want to be absolutely sure that we are missing nothing. Chief Superintendent Buckley confirms this is still a missing persons inquiry, and to give you some context and insight, there are 3 levels of missing person that the police deal with. There is the low risk missing person, which is someone that's not a danger to themselves or a danger to others and normally would return unharmed of their own volition. There is the medium risk missing person, MISPER for short, which would be someone that they would look at if any new information came to light. Or there is the high-risk missing person, which is either a danger to themselves or a danger to others, or needed to be traced as quickly as possible for one reason or another. And the police would have given her that grading fairly quickly when Gaynor couldn't be traced. The Chief Superintendent was asked what his message to anyone who may have any information about where Gaynor Lord is, and he said that about 30 members of the public have so far come forward, and he would encourage anyone who has seen anything, no matter how insignificant, to call in to the police, and I quote, because every piece of information will help. Norfolk Police 101 and then incident number 427 of the 8th of December. Gaynor Lord was seen leaving work at the Bullard's gin counter in the basement of Jarrell's department store in Norwich at 14:22 GMT, that's 22 minutes past 2, on the 8th of December, last Friday. A spokesperson for the store said they were, and I quote, helping police with their inquiries, and their thoughts are with Mrs. Lord's family and friends. So, a couple of questions I would have asked. Firstly, what are the similarities between this disappearance and the Nicola Bulley case? And secondly, the CCTV does not show Gaynor Lord heading to the river. She headed to Norwich Cathedral, where she was in the grounds of for 33 minutes. So, my third question would have been, why are you not broadcasting this press conference live, Chief Superintendent? At that level, he will have had media training. The next step is an assistant chief constable and or the chief constable. So a chief superintendent always has the skills, tools and abilities to be able to deal with a press conference. Why wasn't it held live? Why was it spoon-fed via the news websites? Is it because they learned lessons from the Nicola Bulley case and what happened there? Or do they know more than they're letting on? And the police always know more. My name's Adrian Allen. More updates as they come, but thank you for your likes, your subscriptions, but most of all, your indulgence. Please, if you have any information that can help police with their inquiries, just call Norfolk Police on 101 and quote incident reference number 427 of the 8th of December. I'll see you in the next video.